Yes, we have a whole couch for you to lay on here. Get nice and comfy. There we go. Yeah, it's the Sunday fun day. Just
I might
lay
fall
there.
asleep.
And that's okay. Is everybody all right if he just falls asleep? I think that would be perfect. We'll all
This
sing.
is all just a nap time panel.
Go to sleep.
I
go
think
to sleep.
I think work everywhere should have like law mandated nap times. I think
Spain is on to something.
Spain
Siesta.
does it.
Yeah, they have like a 4 p.m. siesta.
That
so
rocks.
You can like go home, take a nap. You can do whatever you want, right? Like they
Yeah.
don't make you sleep.
Yeah.
But it is a thing. I used to live with 2 girls from Spain.
Yeah.
And overseas, I studied in Finland, and they were like, "I just hate that there's no siestas here." And I'm like, "What? You get to
We do
sleep?"
too.
We also do. Little did I know kindergarten nap time was the best part of my life.
I never wanted to do it.
I know.
I didn't
You
appreciate
didn't
it.
want it, the authority of them being like, "You must sleep now." You're like, "No."
It's like you ever be the one kid that stands up on the mat and says like, "Oh, Captain, my Captain." You're like silent protest against it.
I simply will stand up and stare at you, teacher.
Yeah.
I will not be sleeping.
Hoping that your other classmates will stand up with you.
Yeah, exactly. Now we have people being like, "You can't sleep." And you're
Yeah.
like, I will be. I will
Okay.
be sleeping.
And then you're the only person not standing. You're just the aggressor either way.
Yes. Oh, how the tables have turned.
The turntables.
Welcome to New Orleans. I was saying
Thank you.
earlier, we were talking about you in the last panel. For people
yeah.
that weren't here, it was the Five Nights at Freddy's stunt actors, Jess and Kevin, and they were saying that you were on the hunt for some gumbo last night.
Yes, I was, and we found it. Yeah, Mr. Ed's. I forget who recommended it to me yesterday, but oh, they were right. The Creole gumbo they had, and the oysters they had as well. It's an oyster bar mostly. Do you live around here?
I live in Los Angeles, but I am
same
staying
here, yeah.
around here, so I'm like looking for recommendations for tonight.
Mr. Ed's. I
love
really
oysters.
liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, we did the first night koshan, I think is how you pronounce it. Because I'm from Tennessee, I love Southern food, so I was like, if I don't get grits today, I will riot. But I feel the same about gumbo tonight.
They at Mr. Ed's they also have char-broiled or char-grilled oysters. So it's like the oysters, but then there's like a layer of like bread crust and cheese over it. I'm like, this is so American. Oh my god.
Oysters Rockefeller. You're
Yeah.
like, how can we do this so many ways? It's all delicious.
Yeah. No, that was more Kevin. I had one. I was like, ooh. That plus the gumbo. I'm
Are
not gonna.
you an oyster purist? Or
Like, do I like raw oysters? Yeah, I do. I don't even really put horseradish on them. I just like the lemon, you know. But I pretty much the autism kind of makes me a purist about everything.
that's fair, and it's a superpower. you know?
Yeah, it
You're
is.
just like,
Thank
I
you.
have a refined palate, actually.
Yeah, a little bit. It gets overwhelming if you put too much on it. Like most condiments just like overwhelm me for whatever reason. But I love Worcestershire sauce.
It is good.
Yeah.
And that's so healthy too, that you don't really mess with condiments.
Shucks.
I feel like fries are just a vehicle for ketchup into my mouth.
And
That's really bad for you.
we were walking from Ed's to Dumont yesterday, and there was a shirt on the side that said, "I put ketchup on my ketchup."
Exactly. That's me, unfortunately.
It's just the shirt was just a big like Heinz bottle like thing, and it was like in cursive on it.
One day I'll go to ketchup rehab. And I
Oh,
will
boy.
fix my problem, but until then, I am.
Catch
I
up
put
with your
ketchup on my
sobriety.
ketchup. Yeah, exactly. So Mr. Ed's definitely gonna do that. I'm doing Cafe Du Monde tomorrow. Was the beignets everything they said that they were? going to be?
Oh,
Do you
they're
have
pretty
that?
dang good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there. The first time I was there was in like 2018, 2019, and they just have not changed much since. It used to be 24 hours. I can't believe it.
I feel like COVID changed a lot of that.
It did. It
And
did.
It's probably really good for the workers. their
Yeah.
work-life balance.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like 11's late enough
Yeah, I
for
agree.
most.
Who's getting coffee and beignets at 2 in the morning? Let the
Uh,
people sleep.
it's New Orleans.
That's
All types.
Yeah, exactly,
And,
exactly.
and we respect it.
I agree. Well, welcome to New Orleans. You've
Thank you.
obviously been here before. Thank you for the recommendation.
Surely.
I would love to get into your history as a voice actor.
Sure.
I always ask the famous origin story. How did you start? What made you want to do it, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, so I started kind of an unconventional way at the time. It's kind of it's getting closer to the way to do it nowadays, but I mean, everybody I know, like most of the people I know did musical theater, some kind of theater in like grade school or what have you, and I did that, but then I also YouTube. I'm about to date myself here.
Okay. I feel like we're the same age, so date us.
YouTube came out when I was 13. Not Google YouTube, YouTube, the original one. So it was just this new Charlie Bit My Finger was like really starting to get really popular, you know, and I dabbled in Flash animation back then. It kind of they used it for My Little Pony years later, but like at the time it was like pretty unconventional. So we had our own little online group that did that, and we would voice act for each other's stuff because what else were we going to do? And I found that I really liked that I could be I could like get rid of the body factor of it all and just be whatever. Even though you could do that on stage, it's like voice acting is like a way more intuitive vehicle to it, in my opinion. So I started pursuing it. My dad got me into a voice acting class when I was 16, and I just kept plugging at it. There's a lot of voice acting communities online, Voice Acting Club, Casting Call Club, and that's where sort of my graduating class came up. And a lot of them you see out at the tables today, if they're around my age. We were probably all on the Voice Acting Club forums when we were younger. And yeah, then I booked a little role called Funtime Freddy, and and that sort of sparked the bigger career. You know, that was the first big one in 2016.
Very cool. Well, we're happy that you landed that role because it's
Thank
very iconic. It wasn't your first role, though.
It wasn't my first role. It was my first big role, so it's like, for all intents and purposes, in the zeitgeist of conventions, it was my first role. But my first role was like, past the stuff I did with my friends. It was like this mobile game that is not on there anymore. It was like Whack-A-Mole, but every level they went backwards through evolution. So like you start by whacking like professors on the head, then you go to like hillbillies, then to like great apes, and then to like cells, and then it's like 5. And I played the hillbilly in that.
Perfect. And then it's like, and then from there, Freddy, Overhaul. Like,
Yeah, no, humble beginnings.
very cool. I think it's really neat though that you started with basically like making your own Flash stuff. It's giving like E-Bombs worlds, like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
E-Bombs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I grew up on that, so it's like to hear that
Sweet.
I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I probably saw some of them, not
Maybe.
realizing that it was you, you know.
Maybe,
and,
yeah.
And now we're here sitting on this couch.
Yeah, no, E-Bombs was big. Newgrounds was the one that I frequented a lot. Yeah, I mean, YouTube was a big, a place where all of them went as well. But yeah, no, E-Bombs, that's a throwback for sure.
Exactly. Very cool. So you did. Are you from California?
I am born and raised.
Okay.
Yep.
So you lived in like a creative community. I saw that online that you did like a Bob Bergen's school for
Yeah.
voice acting.
Yeah, that's
and
the
you got
one.
to like study under a bunch of different voice actors. How was that?
Well, Bob was the one I did when I was 16, and he didn't allow minors in his class at the time.
Did
so
you lie, or?
no, my dad lawyered me in. He like sort of described me, and Bob said, "Wow, he sounds just like me at that age." I was like, "Oh," even then I was like, "Wow, what an honor." So set me straight very early on, and I'm glad he did. He got rid of a lot of misconceptions for me, as did Richard Horvitz, who does a lot of these as well. It's funny to have a teacher at like 17, and then he's your travel companion at 30, you know. And he's super fun super funny to travel with too. You've met him?
I have interviewed him. For people that aren't aware, Richard Horvitz is in Invader Zim. He's in Hazbin Hotel, I believe.
Yeah, he's in Hell of a Boss. Yeah,
yes.
he plays Moxie.
Yes.
Yeah,
very funny guy.
Really funny dude.
Yeah.
He just very yes and dig that about him. And he taught me that it's not about the voices; it's about making a character and doing it authentically, and so that'll resonate with people and set me on the right path early. Thank goodness.
Yeah, I agree. He's a very wholesome, but also very funny guy.
Yeah.
And it is cool that you're like, now you're my peer.
Yeah.
You know, like you were my teacher, and now you're my peer.
Yeah,
Your
isn't
booth is
that
right next to mine? Buddy.
Isn't that interesting? He like voices for some of my stuff every now and again, and if ever he has a project, he knows I'd be on board if he wanted me there. It's so funny how teachers can become collaborators.
I agree. So you were talking about your projects. You have something called the Ink Tank that you're a part of.
Yeah,
Tell me about that.
You've done your research.
I
Dang.
did look at your Wikipedia.
Good. It has pretty much everything. Yeah. So the Ink Tank is my current creative venture. It's 5 of us. It was started by a rad dude called Rob Arpilla, and it's pretty centric around extended lore. Did anybody like Ben 10 here? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you might like this. If you know Ben 10 and you're following along with it, you'll know that we haven't really gotten anything new in a second. We had the reboot, but that was, like years and years ago now. So we have been sort of like creating, fan fiction, like extended lore about it and giving it as high of production value as we can. We've gotten voice actors like David Sobolov and Paul Eiding have come in, and
It's not like licensed by Ben, because I looked it up and I was like, oh, this is just like an online continuation. You say fan fiction, it's fan-made?
It's completely fan-made.
I thought it was like in collaboration with the studio.
And that's the thing. We tried our best to make it look like as close to official as possible, so that, thank you. It's all Rob and Ryan, and they're so good at drawing, and like they're so multifaceted, video editing, voice acting, and all that. I'm really honored to be able to collaborate with them. But yeah, no, we've gotten Man of Action's like blessing. They've said we love what you do, and we've had the creators on the channel as well for interviews and all that. We're really cool with them. So it's just been really nice to see how much the community has accepted us as well. As of late, there were aliens in the original series that didn't really get their due in terms of lore. So me and Ryan have been updating for 5YL lore. 5YL is our Ben 10 main series on the channel. In 5YL lore, this is what the species is, and the like since we never got an official one, and I've been writing like these giant scientific, like pseudo scientific fiction essays on the wiki pages and stuff. I'm pretty proud of what we've been putting out there. So if you like overly scientific techno babble on aliens that don't exist, then the 5YL wiki is for you.
I love, though, because a lot of fan stuff in certain properties later, if it gets enough traction, like, becomes canon, right? If for some reason, like Star Wars with Phasma, like that was not a canon thing.
Yeah.
And then became a canon character in the movies. And I feel like the fans really like build great things.
Build hype.
And when it's traction online, it's like suddenly the studios will be like, well, hold on now.
Yeah, no, we got thousands of members on our Discord server. We got like over 500,000 subscribers. We're like, the people yearn for Ben 10. So we do as well. If we ever got anywhere close to that, I would just die. That would be so freaking cool. Because Ben 10's been my special interest since 2005. So yeah, I very passionate about that. That's what we're doing right now, and we're also creating some original stuff behind the scenes that'll come out at a later date. So yeah.
Everybody check it out on the Ink Tank.
The Ink Tank.
Yeah, and now you also have homework. You have to go on your respective social medias of choice and ask for Ben 10 to be coming back.
Yeah. Hashtag bring Ben back.
Yeah, exactly.
There's been a lot of buzz around that. We wanted Ben in Multiverses before it went under. We wanted, we want to see Ben again. And then
Danny Phantom gets a lot of love.
Yeah.
Ben 10 back.
Danny Phantom, it gets more love than Ben 10, I would hazard to say.
Yeah,
It doesn't get its due, though, either.
Yeah.
I don't feel like. Steven Silver made something great there. And, yeah, we got Ben for like a couple frames in Jellystone. That's the last we've seen of him as of late. So we're hearing that a new comic is being written right now. So hopefully.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Well, I have seen from not your Wikipedia page that you are in like all sorts of things. You do video games, anime, film, television.
Love it.
Do you have a preference on which one you like? And like, because simulcasting is so much different in the anime community. Yeah. Do you have one that you prefer?
Geez, yeah. It's fun. It depends on the day of the week. I really like dubbing anime. I really like it because you get set parameters, and I find it a really intriguing acting challenge to create something that honors the original within like the 3 seconds that you get to say a line, but honors the original, but also has your own spin on it a little bit. Like when we did Sasaki and Miyano, we just like, we didn't really know what we were going to do with it. The instinct is to just do exactly what the Seiyu did, right? But Emily, who cast me in that, was like, just be you, and she knew something I didn't, because like we took it a completely different way. Like in the Japanese, he's like kind of suave and just like kind of like they're two different kind of :3 faces. He's the kind of like sly :3 in the Japanese, but in mine I'm like the goofy :3, like that like when you're in love with someone and you just like you turn into an absolute nerd about it. And they thankfully both worked, both interpretations. So I love anime for that. Video games are really fun because they're way more freeform, and you get you get more time, I feel like, to really flesh out everything. And there's a formula to it as well that's pretty intuitive. But prelay cartoons are something special, man.
For people that don't know what prelay is, can you
Yeah.
tell us what it is?
So prelay means that the animation, that the voice acting is laid down before the animation. Prelay, whereas no one calls it post-lay, but that would be accurate for anime because you do the voice acting after the animation is done.
Match the lips to your words.
Yeah.
Basically.
So like American cartoons, like I just did Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. That was prelay. Yeah, and that was so much fun.
A little bit more freedom. Do you have more freedom to like ad lib, I guess?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you know, we have our allotted 2 to 4 hours to do whatever, but like, you know, staying on track is usually the way we go. But like, if you feel like something is going to work, you could just say, "Can I try something?" And they're usually really open to it. And you know, sometimes they'll really like it. And as you stay with a character more and more, it becomes even more of a collaboration because you, both the director, the writer, and you kind of have your different points of view on this character that you've been with for a bit.
Very cool. Very cool. I mentioned simulcasting earlier, and were you doing anime before simulcasting was a thing?
Yeah, no, like a little bit before.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the advent of simuldub and simulcast is like I would say that started like maybe 2018. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but
around
like,
that time.
Yeah, so I like started in 2017. So I did a little bit before, and it hasn't completely taken over. Like there's still stuff like. Right now, there are a couple series that we're dubbing the whole thing before the dub comes out, but I'm on a couple simul dubs right now, and it gets tough with these actually because if I get delayed for a flight, then it's like, okay, we have to get a replacement for you this week or something, or we have to reschedule your session because it's every week. If your character's in there at least, but yeah, no, it's kind of half and half now. A lot of stuff is simuldub just because content, but there are, you know, the animes here and there that are dubbed all at once or dubbed in chunks and then released in chunks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, the content machine never stops. They're
Yeah.
like, give us more now.
And
When is the new episode coming?
Yeah, and it's amorphous. You know, there's like so many different ways to go about it.
Yeah. You were saying that Freddy was your first big role. Did you have any idea that it was going to be as crazy as it as popular? That's not a good word to use, but like as blown up as it is at the time.
No, popular is good.
Yeah.
I mean, when it came out in 2014, you couldn't scroll like 3 posts on Facebook without seeing somebody playing it. I knew it was like huge and stuff. Like everybody knew about Freddy's almost from the get-go, thanks to like Markiplier and Game Theory and everything spreading the word. Did I think it would get a movie?
Yeah, exactly.
A
live act. You're going to be in the Halloween Horror Nights?
Did I think it would get a Halloween Horror Nights thing? No, I could not see it evolving into the media giant that it's been. I didn't, you always hope that something cool is going to come of something, but I was really just happy to be part of it in the moment back then in 2016. That was just like, it was so cool to suddenly like have a bunch of eyes on you, you know? Seeing it become this is just like, wow, I'm like so impressed with Scott and like everybody who's put stuff into this. It's wild.
Yeah, exactly.
It's wild to see, and it's even wilder that Scott has taken me on the journey with it. I'm so grateful to you guys. He listens to you, like straight up. If you say you don't like something, he's probably going to take it out. If you say you do, he's probably going to give you more of it. And you guys keep saying Kellen Goff is the GOAT. He's like, okay, keep bringing him back, and he thinks so too. Thank goodness. Yeah, so I try to bring something different every time they give me something. I'm very grateful.
I feel like the Five Nights at Freddy's, for the game of what it is, because I have crazy anxiety. So I simply cannot play it. I can watch people play it, but I can't play it myself, or I'll just never do anything. I'll just freeze. But the community that plays it, one, is so passionate and so friendly. I started doing these conventions like 5 years ago, and I host the cosplay competition. And every cosplay competition, there is a kid who is cosplaying Glamrock Freddy. And at first I was like, what is this? And they're all so talented. So like the fandom of Five Nights at Freddy's is so cool, I think.
Dude, yeah. All the engineers and cosplayers and artists that come out of this fandom, so talented. It's inspired like I'd hazard to say 2 new generations of like renaissances of art and engineering and all that. You are spot on. I see Glamrocks all the time. All of the Glamrocks. I see like sister location stuff all the time. It's so wild to see like what is going to be the next aerospace engineers walking up to your table with bells on their wrists.
That's what I was gonna say. So I was talking to someone and I was like, what do you do? And they're like, I'm a mechanical engineer. And I was like, what got you into that? And they were like, well, I was a cosplayer. And then I was cosplaying a Five Nights at Freddy's character and I learned about hydraulics to move the mount. And then I realized I really like building things. So I'm now an engineer because of Five Nights at Freddy's. And I'm like, what?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep, that's what I would
Molding
have
the
done.
minds.
Molding the minds, indeed. That's what I would have done if not for voice acting. I was looking into mechanical and electrical engineering as well. So
So you didn't do it because of Five Nights at Freddy's?
No. I won't lie and say Five Nights didn't help the creative spark of it. Yeah, that was like seeing that all the time, robots and stuff. But I asked my mom, I loved making like robots and like 2x4 technology when Kids Next Door was a thing when I was a kid, since I was a kid. So this is kind of full circle.
Yeah. It's the creative energy in all spaces, probably. Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't want to keep him from y'all any longer. So if you have any questions, I see we have one here. You can come closer to the mic, no worries. Go ahead, line up, introduce yourself, ask your question. Just remember the rules that I stated before. You're all welcome to go ahead and do it. Go right ahead.
Hi, I'm Clyde. So you've done a lot of FNAF games, obviously. I was wondering, like, how it was working with Steel Wool and, like, how it might be different than when it was kind of just Scott doing games.
Great question. It's very different, actually. When it was just Scott, he just gave me the script and a loose idea of what he wanted and just had me go at it by myself and give him a couple takes, and he usually used the first or second one of each one. He's like, yep, that's good. But now with Steel Wool, we have like, not in person, but like live sessions. Like I'll be with them on Zoom or Google Meet or whatever, and recording on my end, and I'll have like direction and instant feedback from like Jason Topolsky, J-Top, and Brian Fryermuth, the writer, and I feel like it's funner. I felt kind of like by myself, I didn't have any feedback, but we're having so much fun, like whether it was for Security Breach, Help Wanted 2, Ruin, now Secret of the Mimic, it's always just a blast with those guys. So I prefer it the way it is now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, so my question is, basically you've played a lot of roles, A Hat in Time, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, and of course FNAF. My question is, can you give us a glimpse into what your best moments felt like in the recording booth?
See, that's tough because I kind of black out. when you're... I'm of the mind that when you're playing a character, you're like so unaware of what's actually physically happening around you. It's just the script and your mind palace or whatever. But let's see. When I was first doing Overhaul for My Hero Academia, that was so cool because I had never, up until that point, been an anime role bigger than like 3 lines or whatever, if I'm remembering correctly. And so to, be with Funimation at the time, which was like the place, like anime heaven. I was always so elated in the booth. For the entirety of recording it. I remember at the end he gives like this final cry, and it's just like so painful, and like I had to go to a dark place for that, but that kind of stands out as like a really emotionally like an emotional milestone for me, where I learned I could go there, like really go there. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff, of course, I can't say either because a lot of it are bloopers that'll never see the light of day. But singing songs for FNAF was so fun. God, just so many good memories. I don't know if I could pick one off the top of my head.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a long career of many days of working, so it's tough.
And it doesn't even feel like it. It's just play. It's so awesome.
Hey, how you doing, Kellen?
Oh wait, I have one. I'm so sorry.
Oh wait, we got one.
Sorry.
No.
I'll be real quick. Sorry about that.
1 second, Hanako.
I was doing Last of Us Part 2, the video game, and they will give you this beanie that has 2 lavalier mics on it instead of having an actual mic in front of you.
Yeah.
So I was just like bounding around as this like I did full body physicality because there wasn't a mic stand in front of me, so I could like walk and stuff. So I was like like doing the sounds and stuff, and then I looked over and the casting director was filming me. I was like
You're like, burn the tapes, but also send that to me. Send that to me.
That is such a rare thing. That means you're doing something right, because like we're never allowed to take behind the scenes footage. It's just not allowed. But if the casting director does it, that's totally fine.
They're sending it to someone going, look at this great job.
And,
that's cool.
And like she sent it to me. Becky did. Thank you, Becky. And I put it on my TikTok if you guys want to scroll back and watch that.
Very cool. And it's cool that they had lav mics on your head, because you'd think that the audio wouldn't be as good, but for what it was, that's perfect.
No, they're super good now. Cool. They're super good.
Very cool. Great question.
Thank you. Sorry, yes.
Hi, how you doing? I just had a quick question. What's your like favorite part about, like, for example, playing Overhaul in My Hero Academia, or like playing like doing voices in anime in general?
Overhaul in particular, that he's wearing a mask, because no lip flaps means freedom.
I didn't even think about that.
All I have to hit is the timing. I don't have to hit the lip open and close at all. That was my favorite part of it technically. Emotionally, I loved feeling like a bouse, to date myself again, goodness. I loved just the confidence of it. It was like so fun to portray just this dude coming in, like swinging and big puffy coat and stuff. And it's a character that I hadn't really, a character type I hadn't really played up until that point. But yeah, dubbing in general is it's just so fun, because like, it's hard to describe. It's a magic feeling. I really, really love dubbing anime. It feels like connecting with a part of my childhood. I grew up watching anime and all that. So like being able to contribute to it now, just, I don't know, it feels like being on the other side of the glass, or the fence where the grass is greener.
Exactly. You're like, I'm a part of this community now. Very fulfilling.
And it's so fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Hi there.
Hey, what's your favorite, like, medium to voice act in?
Yeah, we covered that a little bit before. I don't know if I could pick though, because
all different.
yeah, they're all fun in different ways. I mean, in a wider sense, I like character work more than like commercial work. Yeah, so if that is an answer to the question, I love playing characters.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
What was your favorite part of voice acting Diablo from JoJo?
Yeah, so that was like, I think my favorite part of it was how much like the honor of it, you know, like it's such a legendary anime, and like being able to contribute to that as like the fifth big bad is like unreal. That was like a big milestone in my career and my confidence as an actor, frankly. I loved how big we could get because they don't hold back at all in JoJo. They tell you go big or go home for like everything, whether you're Diablo or a dog in the background. You bark with your whole chest. I had halfway in recording, we all had to go into lockdown. So I had a lot of anxious energy from that, and thank goodness Diablo was there because I had a place to put it.
That's true. That's a good point.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, Kellen. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I wanted to ask a pretty hard question. Here we go. You ready?
Get ready.
So, out of all the characters you've voiced in Five Nights at Freddy's, who has been your personal favorite?
See, that question, it breaks my heart every time I hear it because the truthful, honest answer is I can't pick.
It's hard.
And it's because I love something like stand out about all of them. But the bigger reason is that I feel like if I ever did pick, that it would disappoint the fans of the other characters. And there are so many people for each character that's their favorite. So I always reinterpret it to this, the one that made me feel the best about myself as a person while doing it, and that was Glamrock Freddy, because he was like nice. He didn't want to kill any kids. Yeah. He just wanted to help. He was just this. He was like he had big Baymax vibes. Now that I think about it, he was just this big, lovable oaf that only wanted to help and was just positive and a dad and stuff.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hi there.
Hi, my name's Kirk. I believe we met 2 times before.
Hello, good to see you.
I believe I asked the same question you asked yesterday.
Did you say you had the same question?
Well, I asked the same question yesterday.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Well, do you have a question now?
Well, yeah.
Go right ahead.
Like, basically, it's for the media itself. Like, I realized that FNAF is become a huge, popular franchise, and it's inspired other creators, like Markiplier and Game Theory, like you said. Yeah. I'm just curious, like, is there a personal relationship with those people, with those FNAF creators?
Are you asking if I know them personally?
Well, what's your relationship with them?
Oh, well, I've never met Markiplier. He seems like a nice fellow, though. I've met Daco plenty of times. We've done love Daco. Jolkar, yeah, we love doing interviews together. He's just a really fun dude to be around. He's always got a smile on his face, and he can be very genuine as well. I've had deep conversations with the guy, so really like hanging with him. I've never met Jacksepticeye, to my knowledge. 8-Bit Ryan has always been super cool. Razbowski has been so dope. I love FNAF creators. Deregular Sauce, if you know him, he made the big suit, the Freddy suit. I love that guy. He is he is the engineer supreme. So yeah, I love FNAF creators. I love talking to them when I can.
What about MatPat?
Oh yeah, MatPat. I went to his house once. Yeah, I was on GT Live once. He's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great question. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That was fun seeing you for the third time.
Good to see you.
Hi, Toga.
Hey,
Hi. What's your name and your question?
my name's Claire, and I was wondering if you could voice another role in FNAF, who would it be, and who's just your favorite character you've not ever voiced?
My favorite character I haven't voiced. Oh, cool. Man, see, it's tough because they keep giving me stuff, and I'm like, I really love everything they give me. I would adore. There are two characters that I would adore. If I never voiced anything ever again, I would be happy if I could voice these two, and that's Helpy and the original Freddy Fazbear. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then probably favorite character outside of it is tough. I love a lot of Ben 10 characters.
Yeah.
Ben's really cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Unfortunately, we only have time for one more. We have 1 minute left. I'm so sorry,
Sorry
y'all.
about that, guy.
Yeah, I didn't time it super well, but will you be at your booth later, or are you heading out today?
I am heading out right after this.
You're
in
going to
fact.
be at GalaxyCons in the future, though.
Yeah, I'll be at
so-
GalaxyCon Raleigh in
Yeah.
a couple weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Go right ahead with your question.
Okay. Hi, my name's Carmen. Really nice
Hi,
to meet
Carmen.
you, Mr. Goff.
Likewise.
My question is, if, like, even when you were younger, did you ever have, like, a franchise or, like, a piece of media you really liked that you, like, dreamed of voicing for? Just going like, oh, man, I really wish I could voice this character from this or something.
Ben 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love Ben 10. Love Transformers. Codename Kids Next Door. If that ever came back, I would die. Naruto, Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah, a bunch of them. I got to be in Pokemon. That was a lot of fun.
Sick. That would be a
Yeah.
childhood
That was
milestone
a
for me.
full circle
Yeah.
complete for me. Yeah. There's a ton of them, but I think those are the Mount Rushmore.
Cool.
Thank
you.
you.
So much.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I know you live
Witchy.
in the world of NDAs and things that you can't
Yes.
talk about. Is there anything that you would like for them to look out for that you can talk about?
Sure. I mean, everything with the ink tank. What we're doing there is usually what I talk about. Secret of the Mimic just came out. You guys should play it. We did a lot of fun stuff for that. I get to play the main player character Arnold, and people have really come to like him because he's quite an everyman. He just sort of says like he just sort of says stuff that like what like we all have felt when we work in like a service industry or at retail or whatever. So it was nice to reconnect with my roots with him.
Well, one more round of applause for Kellen Goff, everyone. We're going to
Thank you,
take a
guys.
stage selfie, if that's okay.
Yeah, let's do
so
it.
I will invite all the audience to stand up and come close to the stage, not on the stage, but close to the stage. We're going to take a picture together.
How you doing, man?